Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are strapping on our traveling shoes, metaphorically speaking, and heading straight into the heart of Provence, Avignon, France. Now, you might hear Avignon and think, oh, maybe a half-day trip, quick stop.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
But we're here to argue that this amazing walled city is, well, much more than that. It's a real historic and cultural treasure trove. And crucially, it's the gateway for exploring the whole region.
Absolutely. Our mission today is pretty specific.
Yeah.
We want to cut through all the noise, the endless guides, and pull out the absolute must-knows about Avignon for you.
Right.
We're looking at its incredible medieval past, its really vibrant modern life. It's a university town, and importantly, the practical side, the logistics.
Yes, the logistics are key.
Especially because we know many of you planning, say, a multi-day trip might be relying just on public transport. And the data, well, it clearly shows your base camp really, really matters there.
And the hook here, it's just, well, monumental, isn't it? For decades back in the 14th century, this place was basically the center of the Western world.
Forget Rome for a bit.
Exactly. This is Pope HQ. And it's still home to this structure that is so unbelievably huge, it remains the largest Gothic palace on the planet.
It's a massive claim, especially for a city that sometimes gets overshadowed by, say, the coastal spots nearby.
Okay, let's get into this.
So Avignon got its famous nickname, La Cité des Papes, the city of the popes, because, well, between 1309 and 1377, 7 popes in a row lived here.
7. Why?
Basically, Rome was just political chaos at the time. So they relocated, making Avignon the de facto capital of Christianity.
Wow.
And it wasn't like they were just camping out. Pope Clement VI actually made it official. He bought the whole town in 1348.
He bought the town. Incredible. And to hold that kind of power, you need, well, a serious statement building.
Which brings us straight to the Palais des Papes, the Palace of the Popes.
The scale just sounds mind-boggling. UNESCO World Heritage Site, obviously. But 15,000 square meters. Equivalent to 4 Gothic cathedrals put together.
It's staggering. It really redefined, power architecture back then. When you walk through it today, you're stepping into the absolute peak of 14th century ambition. And there's a detail that really brings home the sort of isolation of that power. It's in the Grand Tunnel. This huge hall was for these incredibly elaborate papal banquets.
Right.
But the Pope himself always dined alone, under a special raised canopy, separate from everyone.
Dining solo, surrounded by hundreds, in a room that vast. That must give you such a strange feeling walking through there now. Almost cold, That sense of immense isolated power. It wasn't just a pretty building.
Exactly. It was an engine of control. And right next to that huge dining hall, you've got the Great Chapel, 52 meters long, built for coronations, huge ceremonies, you name it. Now, eventually, the papacy did go back to Rome in 1377, but the palace stayed under papal control until the French Revolution. Then it was seized and, quite dramatically, turned into military barracks, even a prison.
What a shift. From papal palace to prison.
Quite the history.
But visitors today can find some peace there too, right? The Pontifical Palace Gardens.
Yes. They only reopened to the public fairly recently, in 2018. And what's really fascinating is they've meticulously recreated the garden beds using the exact types of plants that would have grown there back in the 1300s.
That's amazing, like a little time capsule of medieval gardening.
It really is. And of course, standing right next door is the Cathedral Notre Dame des Dames. You can't miss it. That huge gilded statue of Mary on the very top, watching over everything.
Inside.
You can still visit the tombs of several of those popes who lived in the palace.
Okay, so here's where history gets delicious. This papal legacy wasn't just stone and power plays.
Right.
It affects what you can taste there today.
That's such a cool connection because the second pope who lived there, Pope John XXII, he was a huge supporter of local farming, specifically wine.
Ah, the wine.
He wasn't just happy drinking the local stuff. He actively pushed to improve wine production. This is literally where the term vin de pape the Pope's wine comes from.
No way.
Yes. And that directly led to establishing the Châteauneuf du Pape wine region, which is world famous today.
Wow. That's a 700-year economic legacy right there from one pope's interest in good wine.
Pretty powerful stuff.
Okay, moving from, monumental stone and papal wine, let's talk about that image everyone knows. The bridge and the views. The Pont du Our.
Ah, yes, officially the Pont du Our. The legend behind it, built way back between 1177 and 1185, is just brilliant.
Go on.
Supposedly, it was built by a young shepherd, Benezet, who had a divine vision telling him to build a bridge over the Rhone.
A shepherd building that huge bridge.
Well, that's the legend. The reality, the Rhone is a really powerful river. It kept flooding, kept damaging the bridge, until eventually in the 17th century, they just gave up trying to repair it, abandoned it.
Which explains why today we only see those 4 arches left. Out of an original 22, it just stops, like dramatically mid-river.
Exactly. It ends right in the middle of the channel. But that sort of unfinished look is precisely what makes it so charming, so famous. Well, that and the song.
Oh, the song? Sur le Pont d'Avignon.
Apparently, French people go absolutely wild for it, especially at weddings. It's a real cultural icon.
So for visitors, is it worth paying the entry fee, about €5?
The consensus seems to be, look, if you're short on time, maybe not. The better bet is actually getting a great view of the bridge.
And where's the best spot for that postcard shot? For free.
Definitely the Rocher de Dome. It's this beautiful, lovely park right up on the limestone hill next to the palace. It gives you that perfect sweeping view, the city, the river, and that iconic half bridge. It's the classic picnic spot for sure.
Got it. So you're up there looking down.
And remember, when you're standing there, that whole area, the palace, the bridge, the park, it's all part of the UNESCO site. And it perfectly shows why Avignon is special. It's one of the few French cities that still has its massive medieval walls completely intact, wrapping around the old center.
That huge stone legacy is incredible. But, you know, it could make Avignon sound a bit like a museum piece or relic.
Right.
What about daily life? Did all that papal wealth and power and inject something into the city's vibe today? Because it's also a modern university town, isn't it? Let's jump into its contemporary scene.
That's really the key to why Avignon works so well. It absolutely lives in the present. And yeah, the best place to start feeling that is Les Halles d'Avignon, the covered market.
Ah, the market. Tell me more.
It's buzzing. Over 40 vendors crammed in there, selling every kind of Provençal treat imaginable. You know, local cheeses, amazing baguettes. The sources even mention lavender ganache chocolate specifically.
Lavender ganache chocolate. Okay, I'm sold. And the building itself is pretty cool too, right? With that green wall.
Yes. It's got that famous, really impressive vertical garden, the greenery wall on the outside. It looks amazing. Avignon really nails that Provençal art de vivre. That art of living.
You mean like the produce?
Exactly. World-class olive oil, nougat, cherries everywhere in season, aromatic herbs, and you can even find cooking classes right there in the market, learn how to use all that fresh stuff.
Nice. Okay, what about exploring beyond the main squares? Any hidden gems?
Definitely check out the Rue du Templier. It's this really unique, super picturesque street that runs alongside a little canal. It used to be the heart of the old textile industry.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you can still see the old buildings, the water wheels they use. It's just got this beautiful historic atmosphere, a real glimpse into the city's industrial past.
And Avignon punches above its weight artistically too, doesn't it? Not just small galleries.
Oh, absolutely. Major stuff. Take the Musée du Petit Palais. It's in a former bishop's palace, stunning building, and inside, incredible medieval and Renaissance art, including Botticelli.
Botticelli, wow. And the best part?
It's completely free to visit.
Free Botticelli, that's amazing.
And that free entry trend continues. There's also the Musée Calvet, which is in this gorgeous 18th century mansion. It's got a really diverse collection art, archaeology, decorative arts, also free.